Hey, what's up, everybody? Frank Valkyria, welcome to the channel Working Overtime. Let's go dive straight into Pitty, me Adora. And if she doesn't, well, then think about it. Why? There must be a reason. She's not adoring you, huh? Oh, this is so much more British pop. If the singer of the Stroke will start singing right now, I'll be happy. I have to say, I have nothing against it. No, not at all.
Tantas decepções eu já vivi. Aquela foi de longe a mais cruel. Silêncio profundo e declarei.
Very female. Like, doesn't give off at all that sense like of being a younger voice. You know, some people have that even though they are maybe like 30, but it sounds like somehow they're like 17 or 18. Conversely, there are some people which in this case, maybe here she's actually very young, there's a very beautiful mature voice, like a little bit like Amy Winehouse. I'm not saying she has a Amy Winehouse voice, I'm just making an example.
Nem me ouve até o fim. Injustamente julga por prazer. Cuidado quando for falar de mim. E não desonre o meu nome. Será que eu já posso enlouquecer? Ou devo apenas sorrir?
Alright, this has a much more a sound of the early 2000, you know, all this wave from bands like The Killers, which they're from the US, like I said, The Strokes, or those other British bands that came out in the early 2000s. Even bands like, oh, come on. Oh, now I really have to go back into my head trying to find the name of those freaking bands. It just doesn't come.
Que me acha foda. Não espere eu ir embora pra perceber. Perceba que não tem como saber.
It's funny because there is much more of there's a sort of like a little bit adapted type of rock from the 50s, you know. You can see also in the styling there is a little bit that vibe of course rockabillys, so to speak, that it's also popular nowadays in terms of style and yeah, like people in general desire. It's a little bit like cosplaying type of thing. So also the music reflects a little bit that, and I happen to like it actually. I like the sonority of this.
Aceito a apatia se
I mean the type of effect used, instruments, you know, that kind of stuff. I mean.
vier, mas não desonre o meu nome. Será que eu já posso enlouquecer ou devo apenas sorrir? Não sei mais o que eu tenho que fazer pra você admitir que você me adora, que me acha foda. Não espere eu ir embora pra perceber que você me adora.
Like the falsetto that she was doing underneath the pa 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 pa, again, like reminding me a little bit of those 50s ballads. I mean, this type of style is much more, influenced by the Western and European new pop, rock, whatever. But still, it's nice to see how it's adapted, and also newer artists come out with their own iteration of that. So that's actually very, very interesting to see. I like it.
Que você me adora, que me acha foda. Não espere eu ir embora pra perceber que você me adora, que me acha.
I mean, you can see that this song it's well planned as to be probably one of the bigger hits, because I also saw like it's like 64 million views. And now, yeah, I try not to judge only by the views, but then when you listen to it, you see that it's a song pretty straightforward, not taking much chances. So it follows very much, very clean, very polished, just with the tiny bit of variation here and there in terms of dynamic. So in that way, it's very standard, probably to try to hit the right hit song for her. So I'm actually curious to see other songs, to see if she gives more space to her voice, or also the music, you know, if it gets harder, more dynamic. In this one, it's a very pleasing ballads, which, again, you know, like if you are specialized, you can see that those songs more or less, the majority of songs are always the same in terms of like versus chorus, and how you choose to put those two together until you know, pre-chorus or whatever, breakdown, back to the chorus, and so on and so forth. So here, this is very linear, and it's gonna finish on the chorus. Alright, and the song finishes on the chorus like that. Hanging, fine, totally fine. Alright, guys, this was also an interesting discovery. Pitty, if you want to see more Pitty, let me know. You already know, I don't have to tell you, this video was cut. Hopefully stays on. And anyway, guys, if you want to support Cheap Wolverine, you can go listen to my music on Spotify, link below, or all the other links you can check. And it's all free. Some of it it's not.